Hi Taurus, thank you for joining me. This is your June tarot and astrology forecast with me, Anushka. Alright, so I really like this energy this month. We have for you, well, it's about relationships, it's about gentleness, it's about compassion, it's about love, it's about going gentle. You can have some really beautiful opportunities to get to know a special somebody deeper, or to see a different side to somebody that you've been with for a long time, or feel some sort of higher dimensional aspect to your already existing relationships. And why is this? This is because we've got Neptune trining Jupiter the entire month pretty much, and this for you is happening between your 11th house and your 7th house. So this is about your relationships, all of them. So whether it's your business partnerships, your romantic relationships, the relationship you have with your public, relationship with your family, your friends, your peer groups, this should see a really lovely energy that is about a sense of forgiveness and compassion, that is about a sense of spirituality to a certain extent. So if you've been with somebody for a long time, you might start to feel that you're seeing a more spiritual dimension to your relationship. You'll be wanting and seeking harmony as it relates to the ones that you're close to, and even the people you're not close to, you know, even groups and your public and that kind of thing. You know, you'll be wanting to bring in beauty and harmony, and there'll be a sense of this kind of, you'll be desiring a sense of fairness. You know, Jupiter is about fairness and equality and high-mindedness, and it's quite humanitarian. So, you know, this is a really lovely month for either deepening a relationship and bringing a more spiritual dimension to it, one that already exists, or this could be one where you meet somebody who is quite spiritual, or where the connection between you seems very intuitive. So the way forward is to use that intuition, to use that gentleness this month. This isn't so much a month for pushing forward. We've got 2 planets going retrograde towards the end of the month, so that adds to Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, who are already retrograde, so that will give us 5 then in total. So, you know, like I said, it's not a month for pushing forward, but it's definitely a month for inner integration. It's a month where we are once again still doing a lot of inner work whilst looking at the big picture and having a plan, a long range plan. You know, I like to think of this as the universe asking us to plow the fields of our life, so if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is that you can't plant seeds on rocky, weedy ground and hope that they will grow strong. They have to be planted on fertile soil. So we're being asked to rake that soil at the moment, you know, with Pluto, Saturn, Mars, Neptune, all going and Jupiter, all retrograde by the end of this month. This is asking us to go within and to clear up any debris, to realign our values, to drop any baggage, so that we're creating fertile soil, because all outer manifestation, all desires that actually end up coming to fruition are a result of how we hold the intention in the first place. And if we can hold an intention within a spirit, a body and a mind that is balanced and at peace, that is optimistic and hopeful, that feels whole, then that intention can grow so much quicker, so much stronger, so much more beautifully, because there's a lack of resistance against it. So this is what I feel we're being called to do. You have a new moon on the 13th, and I quite like the 13th for you. You have a new moon in your 2nd house, so this could bring new opportunity to resources and income, especially as it relates to technology, teaching, learning, writing, publishing, automobiles, something like that. Just because of the fact, or it could see you maybe doing something humanitarian, because of the fact that we've got Mercury in your sign sextiling, we've got Uranus in your sign sextiling Mercury, and Mercury's going to be in Cancer. Yeah, so this could see some sort of opportunity come to you that is, it could be even through siblings, you know, but it could be an opportunity to make more money, to turn something you love into a little sideline project. But certainly there's something that relates, there is opportunistic energy in the air on this day. And also what's lovely on this day is that your ruling planet Venus moves into your fourth house. So you're going to be wanting to spend time with family, wanting to spend time at home, really feeling the love at home, wanting your comforts, your creature comforts. You might be redecorating, you might think about redecorating, or it could just see you want to just chill out and not be so active out there in the world and just stop and enjoy the love and the beauty that you have in your life and the people you have in your life. Sees you really focusing on this a lot more, which, you know, Taurus, I mean, you're Leos when it comes to your home and family, so you've got a big heart, and there's a lot of love at home for the majority of you, you know. Obviously it all depends on your natal chart and the aspects that are made, but in general. So this is really seeing you kind of come home and just feeling really good and feeling replenished as well. And you'll be wanting, you want closeness this month, you want softness, you want beauty in your relationships. So we have a full moon at the end of the month. That's on the 28th, and that's going to be in your 9th house. And this is where we're going to be having this retrograde energy of Mars going retrograde. So this full moon in Capricorn can see culminations as it relates to travel plans, as it relates to higher education, career, you know, but there can be some sort of a culmination, but there might be a sense of frustration with this full moon because Mars will turn retrograde 2 days before this full moon, and Mars is our action, it's our drive, it's our ability to make things happen, you know, with our sheer brute and force. And with it going retrograde, quite often this can see people feeling a sense of frustration, a sense of actually, let me just correct myself, because I think I said, sorry, Mars is going retrograde in Aquarius, not Capricorn. So this can see a frustration in terms of teamwork, in terms of the career or moving forward. You know, try not to snap at anyone, and if anyone snaps at you, woosah, okay? That's the way out. Take a moment. Because this could see people going a little bit loopy, getting a little bit frustrated and snapping at others, because what's happening is the energy that they're used to having to make things happen is not as available, right? So this is a time when it's not feasible to be rushing forward. It is more about that long-term planning, long-range planning. So just watch out for that energy. If you feel pressure on the job, if you feel pressure as it relates to your long-term goals, and you know, around the 26th and 28th, I would say just try and keep a cool head. Taurus, you're pretty cool anyway. You're one of the most chilled signs in my opinion. You guys just take it as it comes, and I love that. So just try and stay out of the fray and go keep with that lovely Venusian, Neptunian, Jupiterian energy that's happening in your relationships, in your home. Take pleasure in that. This can see you really really fusing with somebody. Someone who you've been with for a while, or someone who you're just getting to know, really fusing with them on a really beautiful level that is maybe hard to put words to, adding a really gorgeous high dimensional quality to your relationship. So yeah, I really like this month. We are now going to move on to your tarot for the month. And for those of you who don't know, I have done a special for each sign. I did this last month, and this is Taurus, Uranus and Taurus. And I did one for each sign, and I would really suggest, as a Taurian, that you watch it, because it should give you far more insight. I did a tarot reading and an astrology reading, as well as a general overview. So, but it should give you some insight as to what to expect and the themes you'll be dealing with over the next 7-8 years. Of course, it's not going to be a month-by-month thing, but it's good to know the overarching themes and what archetypes you're dealing with over the course of these next few years. Lovely, guys. Alright, so now on to your tarot. Hi Taurus, welcome to the tarot portion of your reading. Lovely. Okay, so you've got quite the reading here, and it's quite clear what is happening, isn't it? You've pulled all 4 aces in your spread, which is fantastic, and who cares that some of them are on the reversal? You are coming to, like I said, in your Uranus special, you are coming to recognize yourself during this period in a much larger way. You're being rebirthed. You are literally being rebirthed, and the big picture is changing, okay? And you're going to be coming to new states of awareness, new states of understanding about yourself. This is rebirth energy. This is beginning energy. And, you know, you're not firing on all four cylinders yet, but this very much is, you know, Uranus has moved into your sign, and it's saying fresh start, fresh start, fresh start, fresh start. Okay. So, Taurus, whether you're feeling it yet or not, and I mean, we've even got the Fool, which is, of course, a huge indicator of new beginnings. So you have set out, this is telling me that you've already set out on a new journey, on a new path, whether that's in your awareness or not. You have. And it may be that somebody came into your life that was going to be a big player in this new journey and maybe trigger different, deeper and new understandings and awarenesses of yourself and different comprehension of yourself. Or it could be that there was a move, or that there will be there will be a move, or there will be a change in circumstance. But what we're seeing here are elements of freedom. We've got the Eight of Wands, which is quick, okay? This is quick, passionate, powerful energy. This is messages coming to you quickly. This also relates to the 8th house as well. So we're seeing this movement, which is from a place of fresh beginning. And I really like what is going on here. So you're coming in with the Ace of Wands on the reversal, which is telling me that some of you might be feeling, and because this card here also represents you in situation, and both of these are in reverse. But okay, so it's telling me that you might that what is perhaps playing against you this month is your own mental blockages, your own sense of power. Perhaps some of you are looking at yourself and envisioning yourself in a way that isn't really true to you. Perhaps you see yourself as being weaker than you truly are. Perhaps you see yourself as not as powerful as you truly are. Now these perceptions will be broken so that you'll start to recognize your own power and your own strength, okay? You'll start to notice that there are going to be shifts in how you see yourself. And I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this spread is just reiterating what we said in the major transit video, okay? Of transit of Uranus in your sign. So there's a sense of having to come to terms with a new sense of power, new beginnings, and I don't feel like this is any hugely negative thing, because quite often the emotion goes first. We are led by emotion first, and then logic catches up, okay? And once the logic catches up and gets on board with the emotion and the feeling, then with that comprehension, then we are able to stand in that power, in our power, and really see things far more clearly. So I feel like this is just this process that you're going through. So there are new beginnings and new birthings happening for some of you. And for some of you, I'm seeing that there could be a business partnership that could come up. There could be an opportunity for business partnership that would come up. It may be somebody close to you that you actually end up working with. It could be a father figure, it could be a family business, but certainly I see opportunity for money and business partnership coming in, new structures, new ways of making money, certainly, and maybe even new ways of investing will be coming up as well. You are feeling a sense of emotional renewal now. Some of you may have fallen in love recently, or you have met someone new, or you may have moved somewhere or gone back to somewhere. Who knows? I mean, this could be to do with the home and family. Perhaps your family moved to a new place, or you moved back to your family. And there's a sense of, I feel, you know, for a lot of you, there's a sense of joy and comfortability and comfort around this. But it's also got you on a slightly different trajectory, on a new path and a new trajectory. Some of you, what I'm seeing as well is, you know, we've got the Queen of Cups here in reverse. We've got quite a fair few cups. So emotions definitely seem to be the leader here. So for some of you, you know, in your environment, I'm seeing that there is either a water sign person. So we're talking Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's somebody there who is that sign or has similarities, you know, so someone who's can be quite intuitive. Perhaps they're also emotionally unstable because they're coming in here on the reverse, okay? But I'm feeling like there is some sort of disconnect for some of you with this person. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic connection. This could also be family, it could be friends, but there feels like there's some sort of disconnect that's going on. And I would like to put this into your comprehension, Taurus, and see if this is something that could ring any bells. But is there any possibility that you hold any beliefs that indicate that there's only so much love that you can have in your life, or there's only so much emotional happiness that you can have in your life? Because I can't help but question if Taurus has kind of almost subconsciously made up their mind that, you know, yes, maybe things are good with your family, you have great family relations, or you have great friends, you know, and it's almost like, but I don't know that I can have anymore, I don't know that I deserve anymore, because I'm seeing a disconnect between you and this water sign, and I'm wondering if some of you are not recognizing that there could be a potential bonding that could go deeper, and that could carry far into a far more fulfilling place than it currently does do. Because with the 8th house here, with the 8 of Wands, this is also saying to me about intimacy, and perhaps intimacy is being offered to you by somebody, but you're not recognizing it or not seeing it for what it is. Perhaps it's because you're feeling slightly insecure about yourself and you're feeling that you need a lot more reassurance. Perhaps if you only to turn to this person, you would get the reassurance and the love and the intimacy that you want. This is interesting as well, because like I said to you in the astrology parts, you know, Neptune is in your 11th house, Jupiter is in your 8th house, so you're looking at massive intimacy. How much intimacy am I worth? How much love can I hold, can I contain? You know, and there's a difference between what is in your conscious awareness and what is in your subconscious awareness. So this is something to sit with. So I'd like you to be open to love, open to invites of intimacy. I'd like you to take the time to nurture your relationships this month, because they will stand you in really good stead, and some could even bring blessings of money with them, or unexpected events around joint property, joint income. But you're certainly starting off on a new trajectory, and this trajectory will have you having a deeper awareness of your own power as an individual and seeing yourself in a new light, which I really think is lovely. We pulled, and do you know what? I tried to avoid this card. I tried to avoid this card, Taurus. Ride the wave, okay? And the reason I tried to avoid it is I was shuffling and it fell out, and I thought, he's come up a few too many times. I thought, maybe it's me, maybe it's me. I ignored my intuition, okay? And this is something I should know better than. But he fell out once, and then he fell out again. And then I thought, you know what? He wants to come out, so ride the wave. So what is riding the wave telling us? Well, first of all, let's notice the fact. Let's look at the imagery there, okay? He is in, these are dolphins swimming in this beautiful, vast expanse of water, okay? And what is water connected to? Water is connected to the way we feel. It's connected to our emotions. It's connected to, it also is a life force, and it connects us. When we think about an ocean, we think about how there are many droplets in it, and yet they all make it up, and they are all one, but yet there are all these individual tiny droplets of water. So this is about the flow of life. This is about emotion. This is saying to you, literally saying what I've basically said, to open up emotionally, to ride the current, allow others to play with you. Look at the way that they are playing. Doesn't that look like fun? Doesn't that look thrilling, you know? Look at the way they're playing with each other, and there's a sense of togetherness, okay? And it creates this beautiful image of serenity with joy at the same time. So be open to others, open up emotionally, play, allow for that to come in. Some of you may be blocking communication in some ways, or perhaps there are communicational blocks happening, which have an emotional basis to them. There's an opportunity for a deeper commitment, or deeper intimacy with somebody, and this could also be deeper intimacy with self. You may find yourself looking into yourself a little bit more this month, and some of you, it would be wise to connect with an older figure, an older male figure. Perhaps he's in your family. Perhaps get wise counsel from your father, so that they can help you to understand better aspects of yourself, or parts about yourself that perhaps you don't see, that you're blind to. So an older male figure may well be a good counsel and good wisdom this month. Lovely Taurus, I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you next month. For those of you who haven't seen my Uranus in Taurus special, I would like you to check that out. I was going to do them originally for a small contribution, but you know, I thought I changed my mind. I do this sometimes. I change my mind halfway through doing things, so but yeah, check it out because I think it would be of value to you. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I will see you again next month.